Just a reminder to everyone, we're live broadcasting the ceremony today, so if there's any friends or family or grandparents that couldn't join us, it's live on Cablevision Channel 77. It's also going to be live at www.jtvlive.org. So jtvlive.org. It's going to be live exactly as it happens here, and your kid's face will be gigantic on their TV screen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise for the presentation of the colors by our award-winning Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard and for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Student Council President Erin Sheeran. We also ask that you remain standing for our senior choir's presentation of our national anthem under the direction of Mr. Diaz.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we rushed, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. Thank you, Erin, Mr. Diaz, and members of our senior choir. Good evening, families and friends of the graduates of the class of 2019. As a senior class president, I have been given the honor to be the first to welcome you to the 53rd annual commencement exercise ceremony honoring the Jackson Memorial High School class of 2019. Please give a warm welcome to our honored guest present this afternoon, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Stephen Janko. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Daniel Baginski. Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Nicole Pramili. Business Administrator, Board of Secretary, Ms. Michelle Richardson. Board of Education President, Mr. John Bernetsky. Board of Education Vice President, Mrs. Sharon Dye. Board of Education members, Mr. Gus Acevedo, Mr. Thomas Colucci, Ms. Vicky Grasso, Mrs. Tara Rivera, and Mr. Michael Walsh. Jackson Township Councilman, Mr. Andrew Kern, and Mr. Alex Sawicki. Jackson Memorial High School Principal, Mr. Kevin Diagenio. Jackson Memorial High School Assistant Principals, Mr. Dan McDevitt, Mrs. Heather Novak, and Mr. Thomas Tarver. Supervisor of Special Education, Mrs. Jennifer Carney. Supervisor of Science, Mrs. Tina Topoleski. And Class Advisor for the Class of 2019, Mr. John Polano. Good evening, parents and guardians, administration, Board of Education, and my fellow graduates of the Class of 2019. Congratulations. My name is Bobby Aaron, and I am the Class of 2019 President. I would like to thank Mr. D'Eugenio, Mrs. Novak, Mr. Tarver, Mr. McDevitt, and Mr. Polano for all they have done for us these past 4 years. We would not be here today if it was not for you. On behalf of the senior class, I would like to personally thank all of the teachers, coaches, paraprofessionals, security guards, secretaries, and Officer Manafa for always being there for us, believing in us, and never giving up on us. It seems like only yesterday we were entering Jackson Memorial as freshmen, and in a flash, we sit here, ready to graduate. Freshman year, we walked into Jackson Memorial for our new student orientation, scared and vulnerable. But we saw familiar faces, and we became accustomed to the high school rigor. We started going to Friday night football games and started to meet new people and realized high school was not as bad as the old cliches. And we were not actually going to be pushed into a locker. In the blink of an eye, it was sophomore year. We were not freshmen anymore, and we all hit a milestone. We received our driver's permit, and we were cruising into junior year, and we started to become the upperclassmen. 360 school days down, and we entered our junior year. We started challenging ourselves with rigorous AP and honors classes. Our junior formal came and went, and before we knew it, we are sitting here for a senior photo, applying for a senior parking pass, and we realized our high school career would be shortly coming to an end. Senior year was now upon us. It was September 2018, and we sat for our final class meeting. We all went to our last Friday night football game, our last homecoming, Mr. JMHS, the Grim Reaper Project, and we made it a night to remember at prom. We also developed a little senioritis, some a little earlier than others, but we made it through. 720 school days later, and here we sit, the graduating class of 2019. When I think back on these 4 years, I compare the experience to trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. We had to try many different combinations to figure out who we really were. We had twists and turns throughout, ups and downs, successes and failures, but after not giving up on each other, or more importantly ourselves, we made one final move and solved the puzzle. It was not easy. We all found ourselves putting the cube of life down, frustrated and anxious, just wanting to solve it. They say high school is the fastest 4 years of your life, and I remember walking in and noticing the rich tradition of Jackson Memorial High School. And as the class president, I hope that we continue the tradition with pride. These past 4 years opened up many opportunities for me. I got to see my classmates grow and ultimately become the people they are today. Now we move on to what's next. Our lives are starting over, and we are headed off into the real world. Whether we are going to college, the military, the workforce, vocational school, or taking a gap year to explore more of what we are as individuals, let us not forget where it all started. Let us not forget where we came from, and remember we will always have a place to call home here at Jackson Memorial. After all, I think the saying goes, once a Jaguar, always a Jaguar. Congratulations to the class of 2019. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Stephen Janko, to address the class of 2019.
Thank you, Robert. Good evening. I've said it before, and it's still true. This sight never gets old. Seeing all of you in your caps and gowns, watching your teachers and families beam with pride. These moments are so special to me because all of you are here. It's an honor to be able to tell each of you personally how proud I am of this senior class. We have shared some good conversations through the years. At lunch, more slices of pizza probably than I should have had, with many members of this class over the last 4 years. There is always something that stands out with every class. And for this one, I was struck from the very beginning with your intensity. Whether it was during an energetic student council meeting or a spirited debate in the classroom, whether it was on the athletic field, or an ROTC competition, Whether you were joining voices together in a concert, or awing judges or audiences with your musical, artistic, or theater skills, this class is truly intense. My hope is for you to bring that intensity and that courage and put it to strive in your next phase of your lives. The poet Maya Angelou said something that I've tried to remember throughout my years. She said, "Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. We can't be kind. We can't be true. We can't be merciful, generous, or even honest." Courage takes many forms. Sometimes it's walking out onto a stage and singing your heart out in front of hundreds of people. Sometimes it's taking that AP class for the first time, even though you've never challenged yourself that way before. Sometimes it's standing up for someone or something that you believe in when the crowd is going the exact opposite way. And sometimes it takes picking yourself up when life seems to knock you down. There is a guy you've all heard of. He failed in business. He tried to be a state legislator and lost the election. Then his fiancée died. Then he had a nervous breakdown. Then over the next 16 years, he tried to get elected 5 more times and lost them all. Still, he refused to give up. He used his intensity and his courage to try again because he knew full well his mission was to lead. And he did. He became the 16th President of the United States, ended slavery, and preserved the Union. His name was Abraham Lincoln. As you move on, I hope you keep in mind stories like that one. And I hope you remember the courage and intensity you have already shown in your own lives. You have used these traits already to challenge yourselves. You have been kind, you have been true, and you certainly have been generous. This is why we are here today celebrating you, and why we are so confident that you will make your mark very clearly on the world and years to come. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Dr. Janko. Please welcome Mr. John Bernetsky, Board of Education President.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Education, it is truly an honor to address this class and this community on this day of celebration. It takes a lot to get here, and the Jackson School District did not make it easy. Your teachers, administrators, and this Board of Education demanded excellence from you, and you delivered. Jackson designed specialized programs and academies to allow you to focus your interests, and you grew intellectually in ways we couldn't have predicted. We offered clubs, activities, and teams to help you develop leadership, sportsmanship, and teamwork, and you evolved into young adults with tremendous passion and initiative. And perhaps most importantly, we asked you to be mindful of the world around you and give back to the community. And your generosity is a testament to what character and compassion can accomplish. You are everything we hoped you could be, and more than we could have imagined. As you walk across this stage and grab that diploma you've worked so hard for, we have one more thing to ask of you. We would like you to start thinking now of what you can do to give back. What can you do to help the class behind you? Or even the class of 2029, 10 years from now, and that will go by quickly. Trust me, I can't believe I'm this old. Think of all the people who helped you. The teachers, support staff, the drivers, and facilities crews. All of the people who work in front of you and behind the scenes to make all 2,340 days of your K-12 school journey possible. Think of people like the High School Scholarship Committee, who this year gave our graduates $154,000 in scholarships. Definitely deserve a round of applause. Think of all the businesses and individuals who contributed to those scholarships. each giving back something of themselves so students like you can succeed. Think of all the volunteer community and recreational coaches who give their time to our youth. Think of the community leaders and civic organizations who create community events that bring us together to celebrate each other and our shared history. There are a bunch of old folks out there holding the banners of service. And now we ask you to continue this mission. I promise you that in doing so, you will get back far more than you give. On behalf of the board, I thank all of the people in the Jackson School District and in the Jackson community who have given of themselves to help our graduates earn these diplomas today. To the class of 2019, you are already an inspiration. I hope you know how proud we are of not only what you have done, but of who you are inside. Congratulations, and best of luck to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Burnetsky. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Kevin Diagenio, Principal of Jackson Memorial High School, to introduce the 2019 Salutatorian and Valedictorian.
Bobby, I'd like to thank you for your leadership. You've done a tremendous job. President of the class for 4 years, Bob. Great job. Our 2019 Salutatorian has many accomplishments during her 4 years at Jackson Memorial High School. Elizabeth Pandolfo is an active member of our Science, Technology, Engineering program and is the secretary of the National Honor Society. She learned to read, write, and speak Spanish as a second language and is a member of the Key Club. Elizabeth volunteered countless hours of her time at Camp Invention and the hands-on STEM camp for over the past 3 years. She earned an impressive grade point average of 4.8807. She completed 13 honors level courses and 9 advanced placement courses. She scored a 1540 on her SATs and, to no surprise, was awarded the high honor roll all 4 years. As a scholar athlete, she received a varsity letter for 2 years as members of the tennis team. Majoring in neuroscience or biology at Yale University, I am proud to present the 2019 Salutatorian, Elizabeth Pandolfo.
Good afternoon, teachers, administrators, friends, family, and the class of 2019. Today, we gather on this grossly humid, yet memorable day to celebrate the culminating achievement of our youth, our high school graduation. I am grateful to be standing here, speaking on behalf of all 400 of you as your salutatorian on this special day. Just as we are leaving this chapter of our lives united as one, we entered as one as well. I remember walking around the building during the freshman orientation surrounded by all of you, intimidated by the seemingly endless hallways and older kids giving the tours. And now that we have left our footprints and paw prints in those hallways, we realize that those older kids are us. As you reflect back on your freshman year, whether you think of your struggle to fit in, your seemingly impossible AP bio class, or your first soccer game, I encourage you to simply think of how far you have come since then. It sounds cliche, but time really does fly, and now we sit here together once again, about to embark on the journey that is life, ready to leave even more footprints on the world and make our mark. Although we can finally say that we've made it and give ourselves a big pat on the back, and maybe a nice, long, deep breath as well, graduation truly did not come without hard work. For some, high school was difficult, really difficult. At times, it was stressful, scary, and draining. And by some, maybe I mean me. But out of all of the long nights, bad test grades, and tears, something beautiful has emerged. We are not defined by those mistakes and failures, but they are forever a part of us. I urge you to look back on those times during high school where where you may have felt like the world was truly ending, and just smile. It's over and we did it. To quote the late Winston Churchill, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." Furthermore, I would like to urge you to think back on the relationships you have cultivated in this building, whether that be with your friends, your coaches, or your teachers. I believe I speak on behalf of all of my fellow classmates when I say thank you to all of the teachers here at Jackson Memorial for supporting your students and being a vital part of our high school careers. Personally, I would like to say muchísimas gracias to Señora Cafera and Señora Alvarez for encouraging my passion for Spanish, listening to my constant complaining, and most importantly, for shaping me into the person I am today. I would not be me without you. I encourage you all to look around and truly take in your surroundings. No matter your experiences in high school, as a member of the graduating class of 2019, JMHS will forever be a part of you. Red and black will always be the colors of your roots, but the colors of your future are unknown. Take the lessons you have learned here and use your knowledge to paint your future whatever color you want it to be. As members of this monumental generation, we have the power to change not only Jackson, not only New Jersey, not only our country, but the world. Hence, I urge you all to use your new voice to bring about the change you so desire, and most importantly, to go out and vote. I am immensely proud of everything we have all accomplished, and I cannot wait to see the amazing things the JMHS Class of 2019 does in the future. Congratulations.
Elizabeth, again, congratulations, and we can't wait to see your amazing future as it unfolds. Congratulations. I would now like to present the Valedictorian of the class of 2019. It is with great pride that I present to you the #1 academically ranked student in the graduating class of 2019. Maintaining the highest grade point average, 4.8813 in the senior class, this dedicated student conquered the challenges of 12 AP courses. This well-rounded, academically minded student is a member of the National Honor Society. He's a National Merit Scholarship finalist, which puts him in the top 1% of all students in the nation. For his scores in the PSAT, on that test, he achieved a perfect 800 in mathematics. This scholar competed on the math team, is proficient in speaking Spanish and Mandarin Chinese. He loves the fish garden, the beach, and surfing. Attending Princeton University, majoring in molecular biology, I'm extremely proud to introduce the class of 2019 Valedictorian, Sion Sun.
Thank you, Mr. DiEugenio. As always, thank you to all the parents, friends and family, administrators, teachers, and of course, the class of 2019. It's an honor to be able to address you all as valedictorian. As I frantically started writing this, I asked myself, how do I begin? How do I say goodbye at this bittersweet moment and honor everything great and unique about this graduating class? I realized that I really couldn't. There was simply too much to say, and also because I'm bad at speeches. But here goes nothing, bad jokes and cliches included. When I first came here as a freshman, I was very different from who I am now. Let's just say I'm glad for the change. For those who've known me these past 4 years, I think you'll agree when I say that I've learned to let loose and enjoy the moment, to step forward with confidence and become just a tiny bit less awkward. I think that most of you have also grown in some way. You see, I believe that the lessons we've learned to help us grow and improve ourselves are the most important things about our short time here. When it's all said and done, it really won't matter what our test scores or even averages were. What really will matter is everyone we've met along the way who have taught us all those lessons that so greatly shaped our lives. First and foremost among those people are my parents, and yes, as much as I hate to admit it, my brother. It's probably been said a million times to a million parents, but Mom and Dad, you're the greatest, most noble people I will ever know, and your never-ending support and the lessons and morals you've taught me will never be forgotten. To my friends, You're some of the kindest, hardest working, and most well-meaning people I've ever met. I will never forget how much I've relied on you at every turn as we took on this journey side by side, how much laughter and joy you've given me, in all the ways you've contributed to my personality and outlook on life, as well as all the banter, late-night conversations, and random things we've done. To the staff here and to all my teachers, you've all played such a huge role in my life. A special thanks to guidance, especially to Mrs. Stenta, for somehow dealing with my never-ending requests, questions, and emails without ever getting annoyed, and for being so involved. I think all of us have nothing but gratitude for our truly amazing teachers. I'm sure most can relate with me when I say thanks to you, our teachers, for the amazing job you did teaching us. From all the extra hours you put in, both early in the morning and late into the afternoons, to your dedication and love for education, to your kind and caring personalities, and for all the faith you've all bestowed upon us. It will always be a special honor to know and talk with you and enjoy your mentorship and inspiration. After we leave Memorial in just a few moments and continue to pursue the dreams and goals we've set for ourselves, we will all face challenges and obstacles. We've all been fortunate enough to have such a remarkable foundation. All I ask of you is that when the time comes for challenges, that you make good use of this precious opportunity we have been given to overcome them. I ask you all to go on from here and make the world a better place, to be honest and well-meaning people, and I am sure you will make me more proud than I already am to have known all of you. My high school years will always occupy the fondest parts of my thoughts because of you. In return, I hope that I have made yours here just a little bit more memorable. Thank you, and I wish you all the happiness and success in the world.
Sion, best of luck to you at Princeton University. Go Tigers. Good evening, Jackson community, friends, parents, grandparents, and all of those gathered with us today to celebrate this graduation of the class of 2019. Our graduates, for the past few weeks and continuing at this graduation, we've celebrated the outstanding accomplishments of this class. In the areas of academics, sports, scholarship, service, the arts, ROTC, you're dedicated to the pursuit of academic excellence is one of the strongest traditions here at JMHS. Hard work in the classroom has opened doors for many of you that provide opportunities to expand on your interests, your passions, and the pursuit of a happy and successful life. I am proud that your academic life here at JMHS has given you a solid foundation to succeed at prestigious colleges and universities, such as Penn State, Rutgers, Delaware, Boston, Yale, Princeton, just to name a few. Some of you will use your skills that you've learned to enter a successful workforce as well. And others have decided to take a brave and honorable path to serve our country by joining the United States Armed Forces. And at this time, I would ask those that have signed on, those students who will be serving our country, to stand and be recognized. Thank you, and best of luck. I am equally proud of the rest of our class. Whatever path you decide to take, to do your best, be committed, and continue the rich traditions of excellence that you learned here at JMHS. Class of 2019 also have other very important achievements that might not be as obvious and a little less rewarded, but that for me makes me equally as proud of your achievements. These are your abilities to embrace differences, to value diversity, work collaboratively, and spread kindness. If you haven't already, one day you're going to realize that these traits are equally, if not more important, in life than your academic, your athletic, and your artistic accomplishments that you've worked so hard to achieve. These traits are what helped you to create a school culture here that strives for excellence, but not at another's expense. The class of 2019, through the years, celebrated each other's unique strengths and differences. You learned that individual differences are what makes you strong. Successful businessman Malcolm Forbes sees diversity as the art of thinking independently but together. And together you helped to shape successful events this year as band champions, our award-winning play Chicago. Together, your voices helped to create a new student organization that worked to bring this school together. The LEAD group, leading, educating, advocating diversity. And our PAUSE group that helps students to make good and safe decisions. Former President Jimmy Carter once said, "We've become not a melting pot, but a beautiful mosaic." Different people, different beliefs, different yearnings, different hopes, and different dreams. Time and time again, your actions have demonstrated that you have an understanding of how important it is to work together to make things better. This is an accomplishment that can't be measured through GPA, through scholarships or awards, but is evidenced by your efforts and leadership. That's what makes JMH different and a tradition of excellence. As you think about your years here, I hope you have fond memories that you work to maintain friendships that you've created. From day one of your freshman year, the staff at JMHS has worked to make sure that you're ready to face the challenges that lie behind you and ahead. Watching you grow, we know you're ready. I'd like to thank your teachers of the year. I would like to thank our teacher of the year and advisor, Mr. John Polano, who helped organize so many events for this class, and recognize our teacher of the year, Ms. Jacqueline Carrigan. Lastly, I would like to recognize a member of our graduating class that is here with us tonight, not in the present, but in spirit. Our thoughts are with you today, Haley, and always. Class of 2019, as you begin your new journey, continue to have a voice for all. Embrace tolerance, embrace diversity, and spread kindness. You can do this while still preserving all of your goals and dreams. Let us know your successes. You are now part of an amazing and proud alumni. Thank you for making this year such a memorable one, class of 2019. The time has now come for you, the class of 2019, to accept your well-deserved recognition as graduates by receiving your diplomas. The diplomas this evening will be presented by our Central Office administrators and the members of the Jackson Township Board of Education, and they will be assisted by our senior class officers. In keeping with the tradition of commencement, the Valedictorian and Salutatorian will be the first in their class to receive their diplomas, followed by the class officers and the rest of the class of 2019. Class of 2019 Valedictorian, Sion Sun. Class of 2019 Salutatorian, Elizabeth Pandolfo. No. Mr. Polano, class advisor of the class of 2019, please come to the podium.
Senior Class President Robert John Arendt III. Senior Class Vice President Hannah Mahabir. Senior Class Treasurer Gabriela Perez. Senior Class Secretary Dylan Boyle. Senior Class Historian Emily Anastasi. and Senior Class Ambassador Jamie Clagg.
Erin Elizabeth Sheeran.
Jared Alderman.
Kayla Adler.
Michael Joseph Aprosina.
Zinat Alau.
Jacob Dylan Ariel.
Christina Ashley Alvarez.
Bradley Alman.
Amber Lee Estalas.
Michael Bainey.
Angela Amelia Barreto.
Jeffrey Bartone.
Tiffany Bates.
Troy Bathman.
Bobby Nicole Burns.
Chance Benjamin.
Victoria Beshad.
Tyler Anthony Brito.
Katie Bly.
Jake Bryson.
Rachel Kailani Bainig.
Anthony Budrum.
Adriana Grace Bolero.
Kenyon Burgess.
Celeste Bonforti.
Brandon Burkert.
Nicole Benia.
Stephen Boussier.
Maggie Burrows.
Brian Cabrera.
Miranda Burke.
Dominic Calderon.
Josephine Bruce.
Louis Calderon.
Cora Rose Callahan.
Jared Caldwell.
Kaylin Carrillo.
Andres Campion.
Taylor Casey.
Salvatore Commuto.
Shauna Lynn Chan.
Angel Carpintero.
Sophia Chili.
Connor Carrigy.
Megan Compel.
Stanley Cascante.
Tess Elizabeth Cook.
Dylan Kavanaugh.
Isabel Craig.
Sabri Selena.
Victoria Elizabeth Crawford.
Richard Chan.
Kiana Davison.
Sean Chornobroff.
Abigail Dembinski.
Robert Allen Cicero.
Samantha DeMuro.
Noah Sorelli.
Juliana Marie Devine.
Andrew Clare.
Hallie Scott Diaz.
Frank Anthony Coco.
Emily Rose Dolan.
Kevin Philip Coco.
Madison Lee Donovan.
Stephen Copeland.
Sophia Dunas.
Matthew Copty.
Erin Lee Drake.
Daniel Costigan.
Janelle Casey Dulac.
Anthony John Cotronio Jr.
Stephanie Marie DeReo.
Amir Cornier.
Crystal Lene Durham.
Vincenzo Cracchiolo.
Corinne Marie Eckel.
Ryan Trevor Crowley.
Alexandra Eichhorn.
Ethan Paul Davis.
Rory Elizabeth Englert.
Daniel Sixto de Jesus.
Danielle Evans.
Ethan de Jesus.
Nicole M. Falco.
James DeMeo.
Gianna Ferrari.
Joseph DeRosa.
Gabriella Fierro.
Tristan DeVito.
Kathleen Finnegan.
Dylan Dickinson.
Jacqueline Gaffney.
Karsten DeGian Tomaso.
Angelina Gamboa.
Patrick Doherty.
Nina Anjoli Garcia.
Ryan Eastburn.
Kirsten Nicole Gazzano.
Dominic Ecke.
Lindsay Grace Genovese.
Rami Elisawi.
Samantha Gill.
Charles Feeney.
Danielle Giuliano.
David Fenton.
Vanessa Glazer.
Stephen Zachary Ferret.
Brielle Emily Glick.
Connor Boston Fern.
Shay Goki.
Jonathan Ford.
Julia Ann Graff.
Alex Gallegos.
Megan Granite.
Devin Emilio Garcia.
Kayla Gregory.
Tanner Genthy.
Victoria Rose Gross.
John Guinia.
Daphne Guerrero.
Sebastian Gibbs.
Fatima Hamade.
Nicholas Gigliotti III.
Juliana Wisen Hahn.
Robert Giusti.
Nicole Elizabeth Harmon.
Matthew Glazer.
Ray Ann Havens.
Christian Gonzalez.
Tanya Hederman.
Nigel Gross.
Lily Hoffman.
Nicholas Guillemar.
Danielle Janine Holmes.
Samuel Harrington.
Haley Rose Hughes.
Scott Christopher Hawks.
Nina Marie Yaniche.
Travis William Henry Fusco.
Jessica Imperiali.
William Pio Howard.
Haley Elaine Incarnato.
Jonathan T. Hurt.
Lauren Jensen.
Alex Michael Idacernia.
Cassidy Johnson.
Titus T. Ibe Jr. Said aloud.
Corinne Jones.
Patrick Idang.
Megan Summer Josco.
Michael Olordo.
Victoria Lee Uhas.
Robert John Isaacson III.
Danielle Marie Kaiser.
Micah Ivanchek.
Brianna Marie Kaminskis.
John Giuseppe Jensen.
Cameron Kaufman.
Cole Kalanaskis.
Hannah Angelina Killian.
Andrew Charles Keating.
Jessica Elise Kipp.
Nicholas Andrew Kinsler.
Randy M. Knopf.
Jacob Klein.
Margaret Ann Noble.
Charles Conkus.
Amy S. Kozowski.
Preston Coons.
Nina Krashenov.
Okay. Hunter Christopher LaBelle. Okay.
Jessica LaGravenus.
Ian Henry.
Cameron Joyce Lance.
Ethan Richard Lace.
Brooke Loria.
Michael Langeveld.
Sophia LaVista.
Gregory Lanko.
Sanai E. Lee.
Thomas Laskowitz.
Marjorie Letts.
Jason Mackay Lee.
Erin Logan.
Logan James Lewis.
Angelina Lopiccolo.
Brian Michael Libby.
Casey Nicole Loro.
Brian Libby. Matthew Vincent Lindsley.
Sierra Rose Lubertazzi.
I called his name. Samuel LaBelle.
Julia Lynn McConey.
John Christopher Loftus.
Alexa Marquette.
I don't think that kid, I called his name, but he didn't come up. That one's John Loftus. Connor Lounsbury.
Alyssa Mazurek.
Joseph Maffey.
Amber Mazurek.
Hugh Mai.
Leah Maddie.
Todd Mai.
Catherine Ryan McCabe.
Justin Matone.
Alexa McCall.
Christopher Mazur.
Rachel McCord.
Christopher John McDonald.
Erin McGrath.
Jaheim McKean.
Lucia McGuire Pedersen.
Mario A. Mendoza.
Caitlin Elise Meyer.
Ryan Mercandante.
Bianca Sage Migliaccio.
Marcus Donald Lee Merriweather.
Emma Milani.
Kevin Miller.
Emily Miller.
Gary Manette.
Samantha J. Mills.
Joseph P. Myra II.
Jessica Aurora Mooney.
Thomas Mitchell.
Emily Elizabeth Moore.
Hunter Morgan.
Olivia A. Morsiglio.
Matthew Joseph Morrissey.
Brianna Elizabeth Morrissey.
Darius Xavier Moss.
Kendra Juliana Munoz.
Zachary Allen Nogaris.
Julie Myhall.
Kyle Barros Nova.
Chloe Nagy.
Brandon M. O'Connell.
Lauren Patricia Naldi.
Aiden Michael O'Connor.
Kayla Negron.
Luke O'Connor.
Madison Newman.
Devin Orlando.
Haley Noviello.
Rashab Patel.
Enito Luafe Nubi.
Nicholas Patiri.
Emily O'Connell.
Benjamin Patty.
Caitlin O'Hara.
Patrick Patron.
Alondra Ojeda.
Robert Louis Petro.
Jessica Orientali.
Hunter Pfeiffer.
Alexa Ortiz.
Jake C. Plummer.
Amber Otto.
Jacob H. Plunges.
Gianna Palmieri.
Santo Perazzo.
Carly Jean Peckham.
Xander Christian Prasky.
Emily Perez.
Eric Premiano.
Kirsten Perlow.
Joseph Princiata.
Haley Ray Pitlack.
Jonathan Michael Puccio.
Juliana Marie Pajoli.
Joshua Rabo.
Samantha Michelle Pomponio.
Joseph Rayner.
Brandy Lynn Rado.
Christopher Richardson.
Krista Rafter.
Holden Rieger.
Jenna Rarick.
Rafe Rizwan.
Abigail Elizabeth Rice.
Garrett Robbins.
Layla Marie Rich.
Kyle M. Rogers.
Kirsten Elizabeth Riley.
Hunter Rose.
Alexa Nicole Rip.
Joshua Kenneth Rucky.
Joy Kathleen Roberts.
Gerard Russell.
Alina Rudachuk.
Thomas Sampson.
Nikki Lee Rue.
Carter Savage.
Jenna Rutherford.
Christian Schaefer.
Jacqueline Ryan.
Joseph Schlageter.
Heather R. Saltz.
Zachary S. Schmidt.
Erin Sandor.
Richard Schreiner.
Ashley Grace Santos.
Cooper Allen Schreck.
Haley Marcelina Santos.
Vincent Scolo.
Caitlin Ashley Sawicki.
Mina George Sederos.
Rachel Paige Savona.
Sean Thomas Sharrow.
Corinne Shedden.
Leonardo Shimonovich.
Hannah Shell.
Basil Shusha.
Georgia Lynn Shank.
Matthew Silva.
Christina Schmidt.
Benjamin W. Singleton.
August Schreiner.
Matthew Raymond Smith.
Anne Marie Safe.
Ryan Son.
Julia Sophie Selenko.
Denzel Stephenson.
Gianna Gabrielle Sergi.
Jonah Stowasser.
Cheyenne Rose Sheard.
Jared Stoney.
Sydney Johnston Sluzak.
Nicholas Swain.
Brandy Lee Spompanato.
Joshua Templeman.
Alexandra Spano.
James Daniel Termine.
Ashley Springfield.
Bailey Thomas.
April Rose Stewart.
Michael Patrick Tobin.
Shay Lynn Sutton.
Nicholas Joseph Tomaszewicz.
Madison Tybal.
Zachary Ryan Torsha.
Taylor Nicole Talent.
Eric Bruce Tucker.
Madison Teal.
Joshua Turner.
Sajni Thomas.
David Costas Vafiatis.
Gabrielle Tiedman.
Stephen Raymond Vigliarolo.
Missy Torrey.
Drew Vigliotti.
Skylar Touche.
Eric Villacoba.
Jenna Morgan Tracy.
Danny Valava.
Adriana Aurora Ugarte.
Jacob E. Verasi.
Ariana Victoria Verma.
Micah Jalen Wallace.
Jessica Michelle Viola.
Jake Ryan Walton.
Kimberly R. Vislaki.
Zachary J. White.
Nicole L. Vito.
Jacob Williams.
Olivia Viverto.
Brock Winston.
Victoria Walker.
Nicholas Yalch.
Ava Lily Warner.
John Zundrich.
Gianna L. Weichel. Madison M. Weinstein. Skylar R. Wittenberg. Olivia Yalden.
Congratulations, class of 2019. At this time, Dr. Janko, Mr. Brunetsky, members of the Jackson Township Board of Education. As the principal of Jackson Memorial High School, I, Kevin DiEugenio, present to you the class of 2019. I certify that the eligible young men and women have fulfilled the graduation requirements set forth by the state of New Jersey and the Jackson Board of Education. Class of 2019, please stand. You have now earned the honor of shifting the tassel on your cap from the right side to the left side. You are officially hereby recognized as graduates of Jackson Memorial High School. Family and friends, I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Feel free to join us out front to take pictures. We're going to recess outside now, graduates. We're going to head out to take pictures. Thank you as they exit the auditorium. Congratulations.
S. Kozowski.
Preston Coons.
Nina Krashinov.
Okay. Hunter Christopher LaBelle.
Jessica LaGravenus.
Ian Henry.
Cameron Joyce Lance.
Ethan Richard Lace.
Brooke Loria.
Michael Langeveld.
Sophia LaVista.
Gregory Lanko.
Sanai E. Lee.
Thomas Laskowitz.
Marjorie Letts.
Jason Mackay Lee.
Erin Logan.
Logan James Lewis.
Angelina Lopiccolo.
Brian Michael Libby.
Casey Nicole Loro.
Brian Libby.
Matthew Vincent Lindsley.
Sierra Rose Lubertazzi.
I called his name.
Samuel LaBelle.
Julia Lynn McConey.
John Christopher Loftus.
Alexa Marquette.
I don't think that kid, I called his name, but he didn't come up. That one's John Loftus.
Connor Lounsbury.
Alyssa Mazurek.
Joseph Maffey.
Amber Mazurek.
Hugh Mai.
Leah Maddie.
Todd Mai.
Catherine Ryan McCabe.
Justin Matone.
Alexa McCall.
Christopher Mazur.
Rachel McCord.
Christopher John McDonald.
Erin McGrath.
Jaheim McKean.
Lucia McGuire Pedersen.
Mario A. Mendoza.
Caitlin Elise Meyer.
Ryan Mercandante.
Bianca Sage Migliaccio.
Marcus Donald Lee Merriweather.
Emma Milani.
Kevin Miller.
Emily Miller.
Gary Manette.
Samantha J. Mills.
Joseph P. Myra II.
Jessica Aurora Mooney.
Thomas Mitchell.
Emily Elizabeth Moore.
Hunter Morgan.
Olivia A. Morsiglio.
Matthew Joseph Morrissey.
Brianna Elizabeth Morrissey.
Darius Xavier Moss.
Kendra Juliana Munoz.
Zachary Allen Nogaris.
Julie Myhall.
Kyle Barros Nova.
Chloe Nagy.
Brandon M. O'Connell.
Lauren Patricia Naldi.
Aiden Michael O'Connor.
Kayla Negron.
Luke O'Connor.
Madison Newman.
Devin Orlando.
Haley Noviello.
Rashab Patel.
Enito Luafe Nubi.
Nicholas Patiri.
Emily O'Connell.
Benjamin Patty.
Caitlin O'Hara.
Patrick Patrone.
Alondra Ojeda.
Robert Louis Petro.
Jessica Orientali.
Hunter Pfeiffer.
Alexa Ortiz.
Jake C. Plummer.
Amber Otto.
Jacob H. Plunges.
Gianna Palmieri.
Santo Perazzo.
Carly Jean Peckham.
Xander Christian Prasky.
Emily Perez.
Eric Primiano.
Kirsten Perlow.
Joseph Princiata.
Haley Ray Pitlack.
Jonathan Michael Puccio.
Juliana Marie Pajoli.
Joshua Raybo.
Samantha Michelle Pomponio.
Joseph Rayner.
Brandy Lynn Rado.
Christopher Richardson.
Krista Rafter.
Holden Rieger.
Jenna Rarick.
Rafe Rizwan.
Abigail Elizabeth Rice.
Garrett Robbins.
Layla Marie Rich.
Kyle M. Rogers.
Kirsten Elizabeth Riley.
Hunter Rose.
Alexa Nicole Rip.
Joshua Kenneth Rucky.
Joy Kathleen Roberts.
Gerard Russell.
Alina Rudachuk.
Thomas Sampson.
Nikki Lee Rue.
Carter Savage.
Jenna Rutherford.
Christian Schaefer.
Jacqueline Ryan.
Joseph Schlageter.
Heather R. Saltz.
Zachary S. Schmidt.
Erin Sandor.
Richard Schreiner.
Ashley Grace Santos.
Cooper Allen Schreck.
Haley Marcelina Santos.
Vincent Scolo.
Caitlin Ashley Sawicki.
Nina George Sederos.
Rachel Paige Savona.
Sean Thomas Sharrow.
Corinne Shedden.
Leonardo Shimonovich.
Hannah Shell.
Basil Shusha.
Georgia Lynn Shank.
Matthew Silva.
Christina Schmidt.
Benjamin W. Singleton.
August Schreiner.
Matthew Raymond Smith.
Anne Marie Safe.
Ryan Son.
Julia Sophie Solenko.
Denzel Stephenson.
Gianna Gabrielle Sergi.
Jonah Stowasser.
Cheyenne Rose Sheard.
Jared Stoney.
Sydney Johnston Sluzak.
Nicholas Swain.
Brandy Lee Spompanato.
Joshua Templeman.
Alexandra Spano.
James Daniel Termine.
Ashley Springfield.
Bailey Thomas.
April Rose Stewart.
Michael Patrick Tobin.
Shay Lynn Sutton.
Nicholas Joseph Tomaszewicz.
Madison Tybal.
Zachary Ryan Torsha.
Taylor Nicole Talon.
Eric Bruce Tucker.
Madison Teal.
Joshua Turner.
Sajni Thomas.
David Costas Vafiatis.
Gabrielle Tiedman.
Stephen Raymond Vigliarolo.
Missy Torrey.
Drew Vigliotti.
Skylar Touche.
Eric Villacoba.
Jenna Morgan Tracy.
Danny Valava.
Adriana Aurora Ugarte.
Jacob E. Verasi.
Ariana Victoria Verma.
Micah Jalen Wallace.
Jessica Michelle Viola.
Jake Ryan Walton.
Kimberly R. Vislaki.
Zachary J. White.
Nicole L. Vito.
Jacob Williams.
Olivia Viverto.
Brock Winston.
Victoria Walker.
Nicholas Yalch.
Ava Lily Warner.
John Zundrich.
Gianna L. Weichel. Madison M. Weinstein. Skylar R. Wittenberg. Olivia Yalden.
Congratulations, class of 2019.